I'm putting on this huge women's event in Denver, Colorado. I was feeling the call to do it. Has it been easy? No. Has it been scary? Yes. But I really wanted to create an event where women came together in celebration. Women came together in remembrance of the power that we hold. And that is what the Rise event is us rising into our fullest potential. Danette May here, and welcome back to the show. And in this episode, we're gonna get a little bit raw and real, as well as share some stuff that most of you have never heard. I've never actually talked about, but I really feel that it's important as people who are stepping into new things in our life, or we feel that we're even stepping into a dream or a business or an idea, and we look at others and we are like, okay, they stepped into it, they conquered it, everything's great. But we rarely pull back the curtain to really what's going on behind the scenes. So I'm gonna share really personal information about when I put on the Rise event. So I had this vision out of nowhere. I was out hiking a couple times to put on this big event. And in my mind, I thought I saw 3,000 people. And I was like, I never thought I was gonna put on a big event. I always thought I was gonna speak on the stages of other people's events, because I knew that there was gonna be so many avenues of logistics when it came to putting on an event, and I just didn't think that was my path. And I got the information in a meditation, like I said, in nature, and I went to my team and I said, we're doing an event in 18 months and it's gonna be for 3,000 people. And my team is so beautiful because no one blinks an eye. They just say, okay, let's go. None of us had done this large of a venue at event. None of us knew even the loopholes that we were gonna go against. And I was stepping into what I felt was my soul's call. And what happened over this time frame of 18 months of planning, putting down money, not even knowing if anyone's gonna show up, was a lot of inner turmoil, to be honest. I thought I knew I was stepping into what my soul was asking me to, but I felt so out of alignment. And I found this paradox really interesting. And even my business partner was like, you seem so out of alignment. Are you sure you're doing the right thing? You seem almost like you have anxiety. You seem like you're not really even enjoying the process. And the truth was I was, because I knew I was doing what I was supposed to do. And throughout this time, I kept bumping into roadblocks. I bumped into roadblocks with employees not showing up the way I thought they should show up, because they didn't even know what they were doing either. I bumped up against my limitations. I would wake up and literally almost sweat and fear and anxiety, because that's what the middle of the night does. It gives you that moment to face it and going, what am I doing? What if I'm hosting the biggest birthday party of my life and no one shows up? And I just put my team on the line, I put all this money on the line, and I'm just doing it because I've been told to do it, but I've never done it before. I don't even know if anyone's coming. These were my steps throughout this process. And then when we decided to launch and open up ticket sales, and we sold out VIP expensive tickets in less than 24 hours, there was almost this sense of like, okay, I'm receiving validation that I'm on the right path, but it wasn't like everything got really easy. It was like there was so many more details than ever could be even imagined putting on an event, and the money started stacking up. You have a budget, and then you just notice that over 100,000 over your budget, you keep going, and it becomes almost even more fearful. And so that was my experience with putting on this big event. And I just want to share all of this because whether you're writing a book or you're putting on an event or you're stepping into a new relationship or you're stepping into something new, you can actually feel that it's right and know that it's right and still feel out of alignment and still feel fear and still feel anxiety and feel this almost like you're going down the river bumping into every rock along the way. But it still can be the right path, because I can tell you 2 days before the event happened, I was out in nature again. I was full of anxiety because I knew I was standing on stage now in front of all these women all around the world who had paid money to come, who put their time, their resources on the line for me to show up as well. And I was feeling all of that, but I had this moment of complete and utter peace. I had this moment, and I will try not to tear up, where I thought, if I were to die in a couple days or in a week. I knew I did what I was asked to do, with my knees knocking, with not knowing how, but I showed up in what I was asked to do. And that to me was the most beautiful piece that I could ever receive, and such a great thing for me to carry on in other decisions now that I make in business, that I make in my relationship or make in my personal life, is to honor that call, even if it doesn't make any sense, and even if you feel misaligned the whole time. And as everyone knows who attended the Rise event, it was deeply transformational. It was one of my highlights. It didn't go smooth at the event. There was a lot that went wrong behind the scenes. But the biggest intention that I had was that every woman that came received what she needed to receive, and she walked out those doors more in love with herself, more clear on who she was, more connected than ever. And I can tell you every single woman received that. So regardless of all the other that went on, I stood in what I was meant to do, and the true intention was actually received. I hope this has helped you to really own that you're not alone in this if you feel misaligned, to own that we're asked to do certain things that make no sense, that we don't even know if we have the budget for, we have the resources for, or even the knowledge for, or the connections for. But I challenge you to keep stepping one foot in front of the other of the things that you're being called to do, even though they don't make sense. I'm sending you all my love, and I'm your biggest cheerleader. Thank you so much for listening. And if you have something that you're stepping into, please share in the comments below. We're in this together, and maybe we can support you, or maybe you'll find another person that's in the same community, read it, and offer up their services. Sending you all my love, and see you on the next episode.